Now, anyone who knows anything about the Porsche 911 lineup knows that there are no shortage of variants. There are coupes, convertibles, Targas, standard sports cars and high-end performance bruisers. Now, we've already covered the lower end of the scale in another video, so now we're going to look at the opposite end with the high-performance Porsche 911 GT3. Okay, so on the outside you can tell straight off that this is no ordinary 911. In fact, if anything, it looks like it's been lifted from the track and had all the advertising stickers removed. Just take a look at the aerodynamics with that imposing rear spoiler, those meaty wheels and brake calipers, and of course the GT3 badging. It's not all there for show either. The materials in the bumpers are now lighter and there's more ventilation to cool the engine. So let's start with the really important stuff, namely the way it drives, and let's be honest, it was never going to be bad. This is a 911 after all, and the GT3 was always plugged as one of the most driver-focused models in the lineup. This one, according to Porsche, is the best one ever. Unsurprisingly, this is the most powerful and the fastest GT3 to date, but it comes with one significant change. It's now available with a 6-speed manual gearbox as well as the PDK 7-speed auto. Now, in a way, it's something of a backward step, as the last generation was only available as an automatic, but the decision to go for a stick shift will please driving purists, despite the fact that it's half a second slower to 60 than the PDK auto. It'll do the 0 to 60 dash in an impressive 3.9 seconds and keep going to a top speed just short of 200 miles per hour. Now, it really is a proper driver's car. The manual box is simply sublime. The gear changes are positive and smooth, and boy does it rev and rev and rev. In fact, if you've got the bottle, it'll keep going to around 9,000 RPM. The manual does lose some of the tech that you get in the auto, like Porsche's torque vectoring, but in reality, you'd have to be a complete anorak to notice the difference. The engine, along with many other parts, come from the Porsche Carrera Cup racing cars, which really makes it a proper racing car for the road. Power takes the form of a straight-six naturally aspirated 4-litre, pumping out 493 brake horsepower and 460 newton meters of torque. That's about 24 brake horsepower more than the 3.8 litre that was in its predecessor. Now, technically, this isn't an all-new car. Instead, lots of tweaks have been made to improve performance and handling. As well as a reworked engine, the aerodynamics have been improved to increase downforce without affecting drag. The steering and suspension have also been improved just to sharpen things a little bit more. The question is, can you live with it day in, day out? Well, the ride is quite firm, and it's not quite as refined as other 911s. That's largely due to the removal of some of the soundproofing. But you really can forgive it all that. It's exactly what you'd expect for this type of car. Now, the GT3 is a strict two-seater. The rear seats that can normally be found in the coupe are now replaced with scaffolding, but it does mean that there's a bit more space for storage. There isn't much of a gap between this extremely figure-hugging seat and the steering wheel, so the less nimble of drivers may find themselves groaning a bit getting in and out. The wheel is fully adjustable though, so once you're seated, you won't find it hard to get that perfect driving position. Talking of the steering wheel, it is just that, a steering wheel. There's no buttons to control the radio, the nav, or even the cruise control. So, is the GT3 the best 911 that's on sale right now? Well, there's definitely a case to say that it is. Okay, it may not be as quick as the PDK automatic, but there is an argument to say that it's more engaging, more involving, and generally more fun.